everybody still call you David or not?
Nah, I mean, unless you knew me from like middle school or something.
Let me congratulate you because Pink Planet is in the Billboard 200. So congratulations. You know, for us, albums are really important. It's not just singles. How do you live this single world besides the album world? It's your first album. I know for you, it's a huge moment.
Yeah, man, it's exciting. I think it's just like a lot of work. That's all I think about. It's like, man, you know, I put in a lot of work and it's finally started to pay off. So it feels good.
And who decides all the sound and all the production stuff? Because I can realize that you prefer old school sounds and guitars and drums and bass. In this electronic era, you're focusing your music in traditional instrument. This is your own decision. You decided with your producer. Can you tell me about that?
I mean, it's pretty simple. I'm a musician and I'm a producer. So, you know, I just go in there and it's my first album. So I wanted to make an album that can last forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to make and I feel like live instrumentation is always, you know, it always has a place in the world.
And if you have to compare yourself with the first and second volume and with the prelude, how do you live this evolution of your sound? It was really hard, or it just flowed? It just happened?
It kind of just flowed, but it took a lot more time. It required a lot more patience on my end because I don't know. It's like when I was making the volume series, it was just a lot faster. But making this is so many more instruments, so many more things to like make sure are, you know, that they sound just how I want them to sound. So it took a little bit of patience.
Every day you're now in the industry more and more. You're finding out how this world works, and there is a song of you that it's honesty. How honest can you be in this industry? How do you deal with honesty?
Too honest. Can't be too honest. But
it's pretty important. Yeah, I know. If you're not honest, fans gonna find out, no?
Yeah, I'm just being funny. But you know, for me, I always try to tell my truth. I try to speak my truth in the best way possible without offending anyone. Or, you know, but sometimes we gotta tell the truth, even if it hurts. I feel like for me, love is like one of those rare things that people, you know, it's hard to find.
Are you in love?
I'm in love, man. Yeah, I'm in love. I got a beautiful girl. You know, it's been a good ride.
And talking about this new world, this new reset that we are living worldwide, do you think the world, talking about drama, is gonna be a better world? It's gonna be the same? It's gonna be a worse place? How do you read the worldwide situation?
I think the world it's gonna take time for people to heal from their losses and, you know, to adjust. But I think human beings, we are very resilient people, you know, so we're gonna be stronger from all of this.
Do you consider yourself an R&B singer, musician, or when you are in this kind of success and all eyes on you, you're now a pop artist? Do you have any fear to become a pop star?
Pop star? Maybe one day. I think it takes time, but I don't know. I feel like some days I'm like, you know, I want to be a pop star. Some days I don't.
I understand. I understand that duality, you know, but it's gonna be good to know how your career is gonna continue, because you have an amazing album. Talking about that, you know that Latin vibes are all over now. That Spanish spoken songs are in their best moment. Talking about the Billboard Hot 100. Do you listen to Latin music?
I actually do, but it's hard for me to understand the lyrics. So more like when I listen to Spanish music, I usually dance. You know what I mean? I like to dance, and like especially with my girl. It's fun. There's a girl. Her name's Julia, and she's dope. We did a song together, and like I listened to some of her music, and she's really good.
So maybe in the near future you can make a collab or a featuring with a Latin artist.
Yeah. Do you have any recommendations? Who's
Of
hot
course,
right now?
of course. From Argentina, I really like Maria Becerra. She's
I know who that
pretty,
is.
pretty young. Kea is very good also. Litkila, it's an amazing. Paulo Londra, amazing singers from here and from all over. I can imagine for you, I don't know, J Balvin, Bad Bunny, Selena is singing in Spanish. Why don't you?
Yeah, that should be fire. If I can learn Spanish.
Talking about these days of yourself, which is the best thing you find out in this industry, and what didn't you don't like? You said this is not for me.
The best thing is that you get your music out and you get your art. People get to hear it and appreciate it. And the worst thing is, I think sometimes you just feel like you can feel down because like when you're an artist, you put yourself on display to be judged, to be praised, but sometimes it doesn't always go your way.
I understand. I understand. I know you're a huge fan of Michael Jackson, and yesterday with some friends we have this discussion talking about if you can separate the art or the career from the person and from what they did in their personal life. How do you feel about Michael in that way?
I think that you can. I think as a modern day person, and a lot of people, we're so modern that we forget most of the things that we enjoy were created by horrible people. But we don't, nobody says, let's give America back to the natives because they stole it. Or it's like, you take the beauty out of the madness. And it's sad that things like that happen, and it's horrible. But I think the truth is, people for centuries, they've been appreciating the good and sitting aside the bad. And I'm not saying that it's right or wrong, but I think you can, take the art. That's like, I just think from my personal perspective, like where I'm from, like, that people do the worst things, but they might not be, you know, bad to you. So like, I know people who probably like sell drugs and do horrible things, but then they'll like give the money to the community or to the church. Like nobody's gonna say no.
I understand. I understand. Talking about the near future, uh, I don't know what's going on with Coachella, with Glastonbury, with Lollapalooza. Here we have huge festivals in those kind of brands and movements. When do you think you're gonna start your world tour? What are you talking there about concerts?
Oh man, I don't know. We started planning now, but it's so tough because you just don't know when things are gonna open up. You don't know. It's like I kind of want to, like, once we announce it, I want to know that it's certain.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to take people's money and then try to have to give it back and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to get that excitement up here and then people are like paying money to come to concerts and it's like then you have to cancel it. But so like for me, I kind of want to make sure that things are going to be opening up, and then we want to start, announcing dates and things like that.
How did you feel about that comeback, going back to stage?
It's a little bit nervous, but also it's like very exciting because it makes me feel like the beginning all over again. And the excitement of doing something new that you never done. It's beautiful. I love it. The idea is exciting.
And did you like the streaming opportunity, making things for YouTube, for Spotify? How do you feel playing and making music? But
stream it, man! I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful because like so many people don't, they don't get the opportunities. And it's like for me, I never thought that I would have these opportunities,
Really?
Like no, I didn't. I thought it would be really, 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 really small chance that I would. And it just feels good. Like I get to share my music and my heart with people all over the world, and Spotify, Apple, Tidal, all these people, they show me so much love and allow me to, have some sort of platform where people can come if they want to hear my kind of song, and they're gonna, plug onto this playlist, hear me, and to me that's a beautiful opportunity.